Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Dominions 5. My name is Mew, this is turn 1 in a game called Wasps. In the beginning there was chaos, and now the wheel has turned once again. We're playing as EA Machaka, and we are worshipping our famous beef burger. This is a very old map. This was generated using the default map generator in Dominions 4. And it is one of the kind of staple maps that is used sometimes in games in the Ruby Discord community, and it's called Twee. I don't think I've played a game on this before on this channel. I might have, maybe back in Dominions 4. This map is notorious for being slightly too small for the number of people that play on it, and also for giving some people really bad starts. I feel like this one might be one of the bad ones, I'm not sure. We are kind of, well, we have 4 things in our cap circle, one of which is disconnected, so it doesn't look like a great start. But anyway, if you play on the Ruby community, this is Twee. Has a reputation. Anyway, we're playing as EA Machaka. Just in case you skipped the intro video for this series, our god is an awake colossal fetish. We have a ton of earth magic, some astral death and nature. Our bless is decay weapons, shock res, poison res, fire res, magic resistance, and larger. Since this is quite a cramped map, we definitely wanted an awake god. And I think Machaka probably wants an awake god anyway, because the starting army is not great. First of all, I guess I'll just look a bit closer at the map. Our starting provinces, we have a farmland highland in our cap circle, which is pretty interesting. I think that works out to be like just slightly better than a farmland overall. I'm not sure. Phalanges are plains, White Peaks is a highland forest, mountains forest. And Gnome Peaks is also a mountain forest, but disconnected currently. Weird one to start in. I guess we would like to pick up Hesperia first, because it's probably going to be the best province, but who knows, actually. Not sure where we're going to go to after that either. A couple of farmlands down in this direction. One farmland right next to us here. And a huge cluster of farmlands in this region around this throne. With some wastelands in there too. I'm not sure where we want to get to exactly. But let's see what we get on turn 2, and we can actually see what the scouting reports look like. I'm going to send my scout up north, though. This farmland looks like it might be the easiest for us to get to. So maybe that's something we should try and pick up early. Beyond that, I'm really not sure what direction we want to be expanding in, though. So just going to send the scout up there and hope for the best. This game also started without random research on. So we have kind of interesting position here because my god produces 48 research per month, so we can pick which level 1 magic we want to start with if we don't want to blind expand with this guy. And I could blind expand with him. Nothing really kills this guy. He has 30 protection, well, 29 protection. Yeah, as well as blunt and pierce resist. If we hit like a big barb province, a lot of those guys have two-handed swords, and they can do a bit of damage to him. Maybe they'll get him down to like half health. He might pick up an affliction, but nothing's going to kill him early on. So we could blind expand, but I'm just going to take a turn to, we'll get 1 level of alteration, why not? That'll let us cast Bark Skin, which gets his protection to 30. And it will also give him Fists of Iron to spam in combat if he wants to do that, which he will do. This spell just basically blows up whole squares of units, and it gets cast pretty quickly as well. Although, do innate spellcasters respect cast time if it's lower? Probably not, right? I think they just cast everything as 100. I'm not sure exactly. I think so. But either way, yeah. We'll do a little bit of research, get him some research, and then we'll send him out next turn. For recruitment's kind of hard because our starting army is pretty bad, I think. These units have no protection. They don't have a javelin or anything. They don't have armor. They're pretty useless. The archers are, I mean, they're archers, they have a short bow. This starting army is not really going to do much on its own. I feel like for expansion you need to either do lion expansion or elephant expansion, right? And in JBBM, this game is running the JBBM balance mod. In JBBM, the lions that Machaka can recruit are buffed slightly. They have this pounce attack, which is, it's like a lance charge type thing. Can only be used once. Which is kind of funny. So lions are even better, so they might be pretty good for expanding. That's what I would do, either lions or elephants. The reason I went elephants, though, is because there is a pretty good mercenary company. So I put 200 gold bid on them, and it's pretty hard for us to recruit lots of elephants, so overall that costs the least gold. Like, technically we could just recruit a few lions, but we could recruit way more lions is the thing. And more lions is way better if you're doing lion expansion. So since I want to keep some gold for bidding on mercenaries, I got the elephants because they're cheaper for what we can maximize currently. And not going to be recruiting a commander just yet either. So if we're really lucky, we'll get the mercenaries, but I doubt it. But, you know, it's worth putting a bid in. Then I'll take a few turns to recruit some elephants, and my god will expand next turn. We'll just send him straight out. We'll look at what the scouting reports look like, though. Hopefully we get a really nice couple of provinces near us, because, yeah, we don't have many directions we can expand in, unfortunately. Not much else to do on turn 1. I am going to declare my profit, though. So we are our famous beef burger. This guy is going to be 6 types of mayonnaise. Pretty sure that's how you spell that. So you can be my profit. And that, I think, is it for turn 1. So, just going to partial while I check the video, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. Turn 2 is usually just spent reading Proclamations, although this time around we also got some research done, so yeah. We have 1 level of alteration. I might just go straight up alteration to 4. There's some nice buffs there that our god can use. Well, on the way there anyway. Who knows though, we definitely want to get some enchantment soon, but we'll see what happens. For now though, let's read some proclamations. Proclamation from Marverni. Princess, not Princess, the Marverni chieftain, is the prophet of Watermelon Water, god of the forest that thirsts. That's pretty good. The bloodlusting lord, prince of the healing arts. So Armatia we have Disappearing Agreements, is the prophet of Diplomancer. The pillar that is purity. I've never seen that epithet before, that's pretty cool. Is that even an epithet, or is it just part of his name? I can't even tell. Prince of Air, the one far above. Tianxi we have Niu Yu. This is an unnamed commander, disgusting. The prophet of Friendly Neighborhood Bakery. Hey, that reminds me of some other gods I've seen in other games. The Most High, Turner of the Flood, the Invincible, the Ever Triumphant. There's me, Machaka, 6 type of mayonnaise, prophet of our famous beef burger, king of suicides, the king at the crossroads, the Leaf Lord. Mid-clan we have Theoretically Possible Burger, is the prophet of flavorful ways with meats. Hey, I feel like we're destined to be friends. Hedron Impurity, princess of wildlife. Calum we have They All Left the Tower, is the prophet of Flapping Hell, Lord of Untimely Death, Master of Brilliance, the Brilliant God, Master of this world. Pangaea we have Hikateon? Is that another unnamed commander? The prophet of Barack Super Allah Hussein Obama, the creator of wine, the carpenter of the insides, Lord of Forbidden Love. Vanheim, what is with these unnamed commanders? This is disgusting. Breet Onund, I don't know how you pronounce this, but is the prophet of Unnerf Rainbows, he who tempers the spirit, holder of the windbag, the undeceivable god, king of dreams. In the JBBM balance mod, you cannot take a Dominion 1 pretender imprisoned. So that's what that is a reference to, if you're wondering. Helheim, we have White Bread, is the prophet of white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, prince of the heavenly fires, god of mountains, the shadow. Yomi, we have the 30-year-old missing hiker, is the prophet of national park tragedies, lord of war, the maker of mountains, emperor of bricks. Beritos, we have a nice greasy skillet, is the prophet of hashed brown potatoes. That's a nice cozy name. King of the foothills, lord of blood, the lord of near and close. And that is it for proclamations. Was that 3 unnamed prophets? That's a disgrace, guys. What are you doing? Anyway, enough fun. Let's get back to playing Dominions. So, really interesting scouting reports. Let's go from worst to best. Known peaks. This is a 450 population, 2 income province, currently inhabited only by soulless and ghouls. Not high on the priority list, I will say. Up here we have White Peaks, 46 income and 50 resources. This is our best resource province. Not much on income though. guarded by monkeys, so it should be easy to expand through it at least, although quite a lot of monkeys currently. A lot of our units don't have protection, so 60 archers is not exactly fun. We'll see what happens though. Hesperia, 70 income, 21 resources. Not too bad, guarded by some militias and light cavalry. But the crown jewel and winner of greatest province in our cap circle is Faentia. 140 income, 37 resources, and it's also a Crystal Amazon province. So that is rank 1 on the to be gotten list. And it's where my god is going to be going this turn. So best of luck to him. He's pushed all the way to the front. We don't really want him standing around spellcasting much. He's going to cast every single turn innately, even when he's attacking, which is good and bad. The bad part is that it's going to blow up his fatigue over time. So you don't want him casting junk spells much. I mean, he's a very good spellcaster, so he's not going to get much fatigue from most of these spells, but even so. Push him to the front, get him in combat quickly. I've just scripted him to do Bark Skin to get his protection to 30. Twist Fate. This almost seems pointless to do. I mean, who cares if we negate one attack? But it's basically free. I mean, imagine with Astral 5, it's going to be... Are we Astral 5 or Astral 4? I actually can't remember. 4. With Astral 4, I mean, it's going to be pretty easy to cast. Might as well just slap it in. Well, just before we walk forwards. Whatever. Other than that, though, he's just going to walk into combat. He's probably not going to hit anything with his club. If he does, it'll hurt very hard, though. He will probably just spam the basic... What's it called? The basic stone attack. Invocation. Flying shards. He'll probably spam this. And this is no joke when you have 9 earth magic, because this is +2 effects per level. So since it only takes 1, this guy gets 16 additional projectiles when he casts this. It shreds low protection enemies if we walk into them. It's very funny seeing it hit like cavemen and stuff like that, because it just shreds them. In combat though, he might now cast the... What is it? Fist of Iron instead. Which is not as cool, but it does just blow up squares, which is funny in its own way. So he'll take Faentia probably. Not predicting too many problems. We didn't get the mercenaries, unfortunately. And Scout's going to continue up to Graingate. We'll see what that looks like. I think our expansion army is probably going to go through Hesperia, then White Peaks, then into Graingate. Because we might as well pick up this first, since it's our second best province for income. Back in my cap, do you know what? I'm going to do both. I'm going to do Elephant and Lion expansion at the same time. Let's see how that works out. I'm going to recruit one of our Beastmaster commanders. He's going to lead 1 squad of lions and 1 squad of elephants. Is that a good idea or not? I don't know. Probably bad idea. Probably the elephants need more units in their squad for morale. They'll have to be separate because they're different combat speeds, and you don't want the lions in the very front. Whatever. I'm going to recruit one of these guys, though. He'll lead the lions and the elephants. And then we'll attack Hesperia. So I'm not attacking it this turn. I'm still just waiting to get some units. And then the turn after that, I'll send out even more lions, I think, to meet up in White Peaks. So we'll see how that goes. So for now, just attacking with the god, and we'll attack Hesperia with the army next turn. And that should be fine. We currently just have the starting dudes and 2 elephants, but it'll be 4 elephants and some lions next turn. So we'll see how that does. Otherwise, not much else to say. We're not doing any research now, and might not for a while. I'll try and start recruiting some basic mages when I can. And let's hope expansion goes well. I don't have a great feeling about this map. But fingers crossed. Anyway, that was turn 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We have a message from Miklan. In preparation for my eventual advancement to Pantocratorhood, I believe we need to lay down some ground rules that you'll all need to obey if you want to stay in my good graces and not get banished to the void. Rule number 1. Pickles are terrible and will be sealed under a mountain that's an inferno and guarded by Kurgi. More rules to follow. Listen, buddy. There's only one cool burger here, and it's my god, okay? Also, late proclamation from Tina Nog. Bad 80s fantasy movie is the prophet of Video Killed the Radio Star. Goddess of all sources of water, the vessel of might, goddess of the hunt, the far traveller. We also got a national hero this turn, which is quite interesting. And we attacked into Faentia. There's a bunch of ranged units who don't have much protection. You guys have 5 protection, these guys have 7. My god is buffing himself. He's now charging forwards. There goes some flying shards. It's so cool to see flying shards actually like killing things. Man, that was a big one. And there's Fists of Iron as well. I don't think these guys are going to do any damage to him, no. He's pierce resistant in addition to 30 protection, so bows are... What did you do? 9 damage short bows? Probably not going to do much. Did you just survive a 60 damage hit? Did that hit you in the arm or something? What? Let me just see what that was. Wait, I'm so confused by that. What? Oh, Crystal Priestess died and lives again. Social Fetish hit Crystal Priestess with a ranged attack Hand of Death in the body for 0 points of damage. 60 points of damage. Wait, what? Died and lives again? What caused that? I don't understand that. Weird. Wait, what does Hand of Death do exactly? Yeah, that's just Omni getting damage. Why did... One second, what? I'm so confused by that. What did you cast? Crystal Priestess. Oh, you had a Crystal Heart. Oh, okay. That's really funny. I didn't even notice that. I was so confused. She tanked a 60 damage hit and lived. Alright, well, there's mystery solved. Anyway, that was Founture. And, yeah, we got a national hero this turn. Machumba the Ape Oracle. That's pretty cool. We only have luck 1. So, immediately getting a hero is pretty cool. This is just an N1 mage that's also Fortune till a 10. Not terribly impressive, but it can walk around building labs for us, I suppose. That's what it's going to do this turn. And here's the map now. So we've got Founture. Yeah, this is going to be a big province for us. Our scales are terrible, so we're going to ruin this province, but for the time being, it's pretty good. And the provinces that we can see are actually all pretty decent. World's 50, Ionia is 88. Dothian's also another 88 income province, so pretty decent. We're going to try and get Hesperia this turn as well. It's another 63. These aren't bad for EA. I mean, you just got to ignore Gnome Peaks, which is like barely even a province, but besides that, you know. So Foundry does let us recruit Crystal people. Yeah, Machumba's going to move to Founture. We'll build a lab here as soon as we can. We're not going to have a huge amount of gold in the short term, but, you know, I'll try and get the lab up when I can, and we'll just immediately start recruiting Crystal Sorks, since they just need the lab. We'll give that a shot. Not sure where to go next with my god exactly. We could go up to Polgrave, and because then we know Dothian's pretty decent. That just puts us adjacent to some forests. That's a route that my expansion army could take, though, if they go this way. The farmland we can see has heavy cavalry in it, so we might not be able to get that easily. We'll see. We do have a bunch of like elephants and stuff. Might be fine. Just tank the lance charge and then trample them. But we'll try and get through Hesperia, through White Peaks, and then maybe we go to Dothian instead. We'll decide when we get there. So I think my god goes down this way. The caves are really odd, because these are full of shades and fiends of darkness. My god can take these provinces because they look quite small. If there's enough of this stuff, it could potentially do quite a lot of damage to us. Mostly just because of the stuff here having very high morale. So the problem we have with our god is if combat lasts a long time, and so, you know, Fiends of Darkness have like 30 morale, and the Undead have 30 morale and stuff. So if my god is stuck, you know, in combat for a long time, he'll go over 100 fatigue casting spells, and then Fiends of Darkness also do 2 slashing attacks, which is going to be buffed in darkness as well, so they'll start critting him, and yeah, they could, a province like this could probably do quite a bit of damage to our god if we get unlucky. At the moment the reports look really small though, so that'll be fine. I think we'll just walk through them anyway. But something to be aware of. But we could try going through the caves if we want to go in one of these directions. For now though, I'm just going to try and grab the 2 plains with my god, I think. These seem like fine provinces. Maybe we'll try and fort something down here soon. People on the Discord are already saying that this map is very cramped, which, yeah, it's twee, that's the gimmick. So we might bump into somebody pretty quickly. We'll see what happens though. Expansion army is going to attack Hesperia. This is a tiny report now. Militias and light cav. Not expecting too many problems then. Oh, I forgot to script this. I thought thought I'd finish this turn before I started recording. I guess not. Let's do that now then. So the way we want to position this, we want these guys in the front to meet the units first, and the archers can go somewhere slightly behind, I guess. Maybe like there. These guys will fire, these guys will walk forwards. The elephants are your combat speed 13, your 18. So we want the elephants to hit after these guys are already engaged. So I'll put them there just to be safe. The lions we want to engage absolutely last, so they go there, I suppose. How's that look? That look fine? Bebu, you can do some... well, nothing, I guess. Cast whatever you feel like casting. My prophets can do some Sermons of Courage, which is probably going to be important. My animals will have quite good morale, though. Being led by a Beastmaster. I think they can be fine unscripted, so that's all fine. Yeah, best of luck to them. This turn for recruitment as well, I'm going to recruit another Voice of Lion. These guys are nice leaders, they can build temples and labs, they're very cheap. They can do a little bit of research. I'll get one more of those guys. I'll see if I can switch to a better researcher starting next turn, but I do also want to build that lab, so maybe not. I'm going to get some more lions, also get some hyena warriors. These are very cheap in terms of rec and resources. They're not much better than our starting units, though. They actually have worse morale. A little bit more protection, though. They come with a javelin, though, which they're the only infantry unit we have that has a javelin. The Lion Clan warriors and the Rhino Clan warriors are better warriors overall, but I'm just going to mix some of these guys in with our militia dudes. They can throw some javelins. And all of these guys are going to move out into White Peaks next turn with these guys. So we'll just sort of merge up. And that's it for this turn. There are mercenaries, but yeah, not bidding on mercenaries at the moment. Also, wasn't it Gunter Bluecraft on turn 1? Did they die already? Or am I getting mixed up games? I don't know. Looks like Far Strikers are up this month. Another good company, but yeah, we'll just we'll do our recruitment, and that'll be that for now. And that's it for turn 3. End of the video. So thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, do consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.